Good morning. It is what time? 6:49 a.m. on Wednesday, November 29th, 2017. My my lips started getting chapped for the season. Bleh, 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 bleh. You guys, I feel like a bad dog mom right now. And yeah, it's I'm I'm annoyed and bummed with myself because last night Luna was being very clingy and needy and kind of kept woofing at me and just was not leaving me alone. Like she was just begging for more and more treats, and I was actually starting to get a little annoyed. I mean, I wasn't sharp with her or anything, but it got to a point where I was really just having to ignore her, and I wasn't really sure why she was so agitated. And then this morning I realized her water bowl was completely empty. She was just trying to tell me she was thirsty. And yeah, so remedied now. She's fine, but it was just one of those things where it's like, why didn't I think about that? She was just trying to tell me. Oh, you guys. I'm actually feeling, yeah, I've definitely not been getting enough sleep the last couple of nights. I need to do better, but I keep having stuff planned, and then for the days that I don't have stuff planned, I stay up late anyway. It's not good. So yeah, I'm kind of in a position where I'm tired enough that's like, okay, we're supposed to do so many levels tonight, which is also gonna keep me from going to bed early. Should I postpone it just so I can go to bed early? But if I did, would I actually go to bed early? I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to continue so many levels, but to let everyone behind the curtain just a little bit. The current situation that the characters are in is very fluid, and so in some ways it's harder to prepare it like I might prepare a dungeon or something. Um, and the other elements of uh, the world building here, because there's just kind of a lot of fluid situation here, and I've kind of put a lot of pressure on myself about this whole little scenario that they're in right now. They're diving to the bottom of a lake where they're going to confront a possibly evil lake spirit. Um, and, stuff could go down. And so I guess it's just one of those things where I'm sort of not feeling at my best because I haven't been getting enough sleep. So it's like, am I prepared enough to do it? And it comes down to it reminds me of something I've thought many times about things like stage fright and anxiety in the sense of those feelings can be like, look at them in the context of they mean that you care about how it turns out. And so the response to that should be to take steps to try to make it come out the way you want it to. And or reassure yourself that Luna agrees. Just like, in the stage fright example, um, like if you're doing a play or something, you can just say, okay, we've been through all these rehearsals. I know all of these people. We're good, and it'll be fine no matter what because we know what to do if different things happen, right? So, like if X goes wrong, we know what to do. If Y goes wrong, we know what to do. And this ties back to the whole astronaut's guide to living on Earth version of Sweat the Small Stuff that I've talked about before, which is just this idea that don't worry because worry implies sort of an unhelpful behavior. But if you just sort of decide, like, okay, well, think about the things that might happen and what you do about it. And so if you have a plan, then you just move forward. But, things that are more improv by nature is a different approach. Like, you can still say that, like, it'll be fine, but it's going to be fine in a different way. And, you know, so like if you're in an improv show, you sort of naturally don't know what's going to happen because that's sort of the definition of the improv show. But what you have there is your training and your practice and that of your partners to say, well, yeah, that's the idea. Everything is going according to plan, which is to have no plan. And D&D stuff kind of falls somewhere in between there. And so I've got, you know, I don't want to make it sound like I've got nothing, because that's not true. But it's definitely feels a much looser situation, and I'm sleepy and tired, and that's where I'm, you know, I think we're just going to go ahead and proceed with it. But boy, you guys, I need to do better with my sleep. It always feels weird to say hygiene, but I think that is actually the term used by sleep study guys or girls. I gotta finish getting ready for work, you guys, and stuff, so I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.